fact, we don't need it. It is a beautiful, crisp autumn morning here in New Jersey, and we are about to drive to Boston for the first time. So what makes this trip different from the others we've had this year is that this is our very first weekend without Carlos in the band. As you know from our previous vlog, he is stepping down from performing in the band to focus on his solo career and also on the managerial side of things with the band. So we have a good amount of new tunes that we're going to be debuting this weekend that I'm super excited for. There's a lot of pressure on the band to perform well this weekend, but we're playing the same venue 2 nights in a row, like a little weekend residency. So we get to test everything out tonight, and then we can touch it up for tomorrow's show. And honestly, I think it's going to be a really good time, and I'm looking forward to it. I've been putting dozens and dozens of hours into helping refine the set list, make new mashups, make sure that everything that we do tonight is going to work. And the band's putting in a ton of time working on this, giving feedback, and making sure that we can put on the best show possible. So I'm super excited for tonight. We're really hoping that people have a good response to what we do, and we're just going to keep on doing what we do best, and that's make music. It's hard to do work when you have 2 adorable visitors trying to sniff all the stuff. Putting together a new mini in-ears rack that we can bring out so you don't have to bring the big boy. Tell me you're in the band without telling me you're in the band. We've got about another hour and change, stopping at Dunkin', grab a little bit of lunch, and just kind of get out and stretch a little bit. All right, what did we get at Dunkin', y'all?
I got a sausage, egg, and cheese on a bagel with some ketchup.
Danny?
I gave him all support.
We have arrived at the Hampton. It's our base operations for the next 2 days.
Some spot that's like a farm.
Yeah, there's like a farm that has tasty food and cool drinks. I'll be set, man.
Cool drinks?
Cool drinks, bro.
Wow, man, that sounds really interesting.
I'm ready to get some cool drinks.
Cool. Wow, how cool does that sound?
Right?
Tour of our little base of operations. What do we got here, Jess?
This is where I sleep.
Yeah, we got both beds. We've got a Christie this week.
Oh, we've got a Christie.
Big TV. This might be the biggest TV I've seen in a hotel that we've stayed at.
You think?
This shit I take it for anything.
I'm pretty sure half the
Not saying
We are on our way to the venue. It's not even 5 o'clock, but it's already pitch black out. Gonna unload, sound check, and grab some dinner before the show. We'll see what happens. So we are in the process of loading in right now after a massive back and forth with some stubborn parking authority and calling the venue and the sound guy. And oh my God, it's been such a headache since we've been here. Boston is such a miserable place to try and load in. This reminds me of New York City. But we're gonna bring our stuff in and hopefully just calm down and relax a little bit because it's been a very stressful time. So loading consists of parking on a side street, walking through a marketplace, taking an elevator, and then walking to the other side. So it's taking way too long to load all this stuff, and it's highly inconvenient. You know, nights like this make it a bit difficult because it's so much work for no more pay than a show in your own home state. But at the same time, I'm not ungrateful to have the opportunity. This is the venue for tonight. This week we just had the 2408 and the JP15. Only needed to bring 2, so that's what we got. Brought the FM3 to save on floor space, and the Powercab just for a little stage volume. currently on break, taking a quick little walk with the Jess. Jess, how we doing tonight? As I choke on my own.
We're doing okay, despite some technical difficulties. We made it happen, and I'm proud of us for that.
And the
because
crowd
no one
is
fucking noticed.
crowd is loving it.
Yeah.
Which is all that really matters.
Yay.
It's like an entire marketplace just outside, so it's freezing, but it's pretty cool. That was a successful first show as a 4-piece. Back at Ned Devine's again tomorrow, and we'll have plenty of shenanigans to check out. So it's about 12 o'clock. We're all just kind of chilling here in the hotel room. Some of us didn't get such great sleep, but in these two wonderful souls
Looking at you, Jess. No.
hooked us up with some Starbucks and all as well. Jess, how you doing today?
I'm okay.
And Danny?
I don't know what that means, but
It means-
what's up?
Hello.
It's,
that's what I'm
it's
feeling.
like Hawaiian. It's chakra. It means like all is well. It's cool.
All is
All
well.
is well.
It's like,
Yeah.
Oh, so that was very fitting.
That was
actually.
fitting.
There's your
Oh my
history
God.
lesson for the day.
Gloves.
It's finally time to head out. Go hang out in Boston for a couple hours. Boston,
I think I fucking pulled a hammy last night.
Hanging out in some downtown Boston, Commonwealth Street area. Gonna hit a couple stores, grab some food, and then we gotta head back, get ready for the show, sound check, grab dinner, do the same thing we did last night, but hopefully it'll be a slightly different crowd. We'll play some new stuff. It should be a good time. Getting a local Mexican spot for lunch.
I like this jalapeno Tabasco.
Lady Lunchington presents.
Is this the interview?
Is this how you
Is this, what, is this what you want?
I mean, I just want to know how
This is
y'all
what you asked
felt
for.
We're interviewing.
playing
Right now.
We're doing a great job.
Great job.
Our
Great
first
interview
job.
skills.
our first weekend without Carlos.
Huh?
How do you feel?
I couldn't do something like that.
So, first weekend without Carlos. How you guys feeling so far?
Yeah, it's been fun and sad.
It's been interesting.
Yeah,
and
interesting. We
Definitely
have
a little sad.
pretty much. Last night was like, cool. Here's your first night without Carlos. Here, curveball.
Yeah, man.
And you know, it kind of.
The first set was definitely stressful, but we
Yeah.
got through it. And honestly, Christy told us that like nobody really even saw the struggles and whatnot. Everybody knows kind of what happens behind, on the stage. People don't really realize. So
Yeah.
we got through it. It was still a really good time.
And I think I'm glad that all that stuff happened right off the bat, honestly.
Yeah.
Because then it just gives us a chance to work through it and know that we can work through it and keep playing.
And I feel like it made set 2 really powerful because
Absolutely,
when everything
man.
was back up and running, the audience just responded the way we were hoping.
Definitely, dude.
Yeah, for real. Yeah, it was definitely like breath of fresh air to get back into like a regular set after the first set of trying to figure it out and like working things on the fly. Second set was like, okay, now we can go to the set list, play what needs to be played. So it worked out. It was dope.
So we found parking, 5-minute walk from the venue. So I'm gonna grab my guitars. I'm gonna head on down to Ned Devine's. Ned Devine's night 2.
Ned Devine's not too. Devine's not.
Are we on?
It's always 5 p.m.
Straight ahead.
You're like, oh, well, you guys got a team, so it's fine.
Friend, Mr. Dinosaur. Didn't get him last night.
This goes out to anybody who has an ex that claims you ain't shit without
Miss Jess, first weekend as the one, the only front woman of Crash the Party. How you feeling so far?
Feeling good, feeling supported. Have a great team, and it went really well, and it's gonna be. What are you saying? Stop talking shit.
Not talking shit, so
Oh, you said yay! I thought you said something else.
I said yay.
Okay, well, there you have it, folks.
Currently going through the lovely, laborious process of a 2 a.m. loadout where we have an elevator, but we can't get out from the main building, so we need security to come and open the door so we can leave, bring all the stuff to our car. It's been one thing after another this weekend, but it was so great to be out with the band again, and we killed it as a 4-piece. We had great responses from the crowds both nights, and I can't wait to see what the future brings for Crash the Party, so stay tuned.